your pelvis widens, all of that crap, which I do not want. Dislike. 0 stars. Do not recommend. What's up, guys? It's Devin Harrington, the average Gen Xer. Welcome back to my channel. I got a new desk. It's a different shape, and that's why the background looks slightly different, and I'm on the other side of the screen, if you even notice. Today on this channel, I talk about things that interest me, and today we are taking a look at an article from 3 years ago on BuzzFeed.com that is even, unfortunately, even more timely today. And it is women sharing stories on Twitter of how pregnancy completely changed their bodies, proving it is no small choice. There are certain people who think that going through a pregnancy is just a minor inconvenience and women should just do it because we need all the babies we can get, which I am violently opposed to. Okay, let's get to the article. But first, if you watch my content, you know that I encourage all animal lovers to please consider fostering for your local animal shelter or sanctuary or rescue or what have you. This is my little monkey. I had 3 puppies from this litter. They all got adopted except this guy. He's waiting for his forever home. So if you love animals, please be part of the solution and think about fostering for your local animal shelter. And now on to the video. Okie dokie. So here we are on BuzzFeed.com. 28 women shared how pregnancy completely changed their bodies, proving it's no small choice. And this is by Alexa Lisitsa. Here are 28 people who have gone through pregnancy and say they would never force the experience on someone else. Christy Tending said, "My rib cage will never be the same. People are so obsessed with weight, but never talk about how your bones are in a different place than before." And I did know that was true. Your pelvis widens, all of that crap, which I do not want. Dislike. 0 stars. Do not recommend. Sally J18 said, also losing teeth and jawbone deterioration due to calcium depletion. I spent a lot of my 30s having oral surgery after giving birth to 2 children. Holy crap. Last week I talked about my great-grandma who had 15 children. I can't think of the calcium depletion that caused. Jeez Louise. Number 3. Jill is going to watch it burn. After suffering through preeclampsia and almost stroking out, blood pressure hit 180 over 120. Yikes. My blood pressure got high and stayed high. Pre-pregnancy, I had blood pressure so low it actually concerned physicians. Post-pregnancy, 148 over 90 was my new normal, and I now require meds to control it. Just from pregnancy. Lin-Manuel Miranda Cosgrove said, my pelvis is permanently mangled. Mangled. That is a strong word. PT can only do so much. I made so much relaxin when pregnant that my SI joint just gave up the ghost. This one was new to me. I've never heard of this. Relaxin is apparently, well, she says, now I've learned we all produce a little relaxin with our period each cycle. So I get a refresher on that pain every month. Yikes. I had never heard of that one before I read this article. Number 5, Lori Marshall. It cracked my daughter's hip and now it constantly fuses to part of her spine. causing a lot of pain and difficulty with exercise. And that was a child she gave up to adoption. Oh my God. Yikes. That's terrible. That is just, I mean, it just makes me say, if you're going to give the baby up, why go through with the pregnancy? For certain people, this poor girl, you know? Number 6, nope. And it's the real Sunday 13. And my feet. Bye-bye, cute shoes. My feet are a size bigger and wide now. Thanks for the hobbit feet, children. Oh, no. No, no, no. That is terrible. And I did know that your feet expand and stay that way from pregnancies. Number 7, Hope 1967. My feet got half a size bigger each time, and I ended up needing root canal treatment after my first 2 pregnancies. God, this is so stupid. Fanny H. Gray, Fanster, said, oh my God, I have heard of this. My tailbone broke delivering my first child. I had to go off antidepressants to carry my second. I threw up every day that I was pregnant with her, including the day she was born. Oh my goodness. I wanted to die, literally. Surviving pregnancy was hard, and I had attempted to unalive myself twice long before. Fuck that. Number 9, Amanda Jane. She says, I lost 8 to 10 pounds during my first trimester with my daughter due to this. My doctor's response was, you're doing great on your weight. And I think she means due to throwing up. Yeah, let's not get into the American medical system. I'm guessing this person is in the States, but who knows? Courtney Schmidt, and it's user Schmidtlin. Yup, I was not prepared for the expanded rib cage. Also, my legs are now different lengths. And then there's the old pelvic floor. Pelvic floor PT, whether you've had a baby or not. If you have any pain there, please get thee to a pelvic floor PT, physical therapist, immediately, if not sooner. Alyssa Nix said, my first pregnancy triggered an autoimmune disease. Why the fuck? I mean, it's just adding insult to injury. At Amy is quite busy said, my internal organs did not return to their previous location. Things just aren't the same. Ugh, and she can feel that. That's disturbing. Number 13, Bex is done. Yep, my ligaments spread and never went back, and now my clavicle and ribs spontaneously dislocate, and I'm permanently disabled. Thanks fully for a very wanted baby. No warning or clue this would happen, just pelvis started torquing week 26 and progressed until I was bedbound. Ugh, God. Now her clavicle and that's her collarbone and ribs spontaneously dislocate. Well, at least she got the baby she really, really wanted. Hope that makes it more worth it. Number 14, Blupper 954. I developed a metal allergy. After my first pregnancy, I developed a metal allergy. After my first pregnancy, it was a mild irritant with earrings. I have that too. I think it's a nickel, allergy to nickel. But after my second pregnancy, I can't wear anything metal without getting rashes and skin peeling. They don't talk about all of these weird things your body changes. No, they sure don't. They don't even talk about what could possibly happen, like your goddamn tailbone getting broken. They don't have time to cover that kind of stuff. It's really a shame. Number 15, From Leamander1. I couldn't sit for more than 5 minutes at a time with my daughter, and standing caused shooting pains through my legs. The pregnancy literally distorted my pelvis and caused months of pain, not to mention the nausea, heartburn, headaches, sleeplessness, and that's before actual labor. So that woman's body to me sounds like maybe she's really, really tiny or whatever, but her body does not do well with pregnancy. So I hope that was the only one. I mean, I know every pregnancy is different, and some women have one and it's super easy and wonderful and flowers and rainbows, and then the next one is a nightmare. Number 16, Kim Bongiorno at Let Me Start. My baby is 15 years old, and I still have medical complications and unavoidable lifestyle changes from my pregnancy with her. But yeah, a few months of discomfort. Okay. Yeah, see? Permanent changes, permanent negative changes to the body from giving birth. And if you are willing to risk all of that and roll the dice and take your chances because you really, really, really want to raise children, good for you. You are the person that should be doing that. Everybody else who is having a kid for the wrong reason, or is, and I mean, like, we can get more benefits. There's so many horror stories with that. Or to fix a relationship, which freaking never works. And everybody who's on the fence, just don't do it. Just find a way to not have children. It is possible. Ashley Hartgram, number 17. I vomited multiple times a day for 7 straight months. Postpartum, I had to have gallbladder removed. And now I have permanent hypothyroidism caused from pregnancy hormones. And that's aside from all the normal my body isn't the same isms. Damn. You never know all of this went on looking at all of the celebrities that are interviewed, all the celebrity moms. I remember Giselle, the model, was talking about giving birth the first time, and she was like, oh, it didn't hurt at all. It was lovely. I was in the water and it was wonderful and blah, blah, blah. And she's like literally a walking stick, and it didn't hurt at all. I mean, what is going on down there, Giselle? And you always see these, like I said last week, the postpartum, the celebrity who has just given birth and is walking out of the hospital carrying a baby and wearing her tiny Daisy Duke short shorts, and looking basically the same as she did before she had the baby. And that's not reality for the vast majority of people either. So it's no wonder that women don't talk about these other things that are so horrible that you don't even think about. Moving on. Number 18, Bookish Kirsty. Add to that, I can't run without peeing. It triggers autoimmune conditions in many people. Yes, someone before said that. Your hair falls out. Your boobs are never the same. Hormones are never the same. It changes everything forever. It's fine if you want it, but a horrific thing to inflict on someone unwillingly. Yeah, preach. Number 19, Joel Sun 76 said, my younger kid is 23 years old and I still have constant back and hip pain that started when I was pregnant and never went away. Everything in my body changed permanently from my hair to my feet. No, thank you. No, I will pass. I never recovered. I just learned to live with pain. And see, there's untold fathoms of women throughout history that have done that and have just passed that trauma on. Just deal with the pain. That's the price of giving birth. And that's just not okay. People should not go into something so important as having a baby without every bit of information given to them. Okay, moving on. Number 20 is Kate Cahoon, the Cahoon family. I had spinal fusion surgery at age 14, and literally not one single doctor warned me that my pelvis spreading during my first pregnancy would lead to failure of my surgery. And now at 43, my spine is disintegrating and I have constant pain. Ugh. Well, I mean, to the doctor's defense, you were only 14 years old, and that would be kind of creepy, but they could have told your parents. Yeah. Um, God, that sucks. Next is number 21, Calypso, citrine cicada. I had to have surgery to literally rebuild parts of my body permanently damaged by pregnancy. Medical surgery, not cosmetic. Like necessary for my quality of life. That whole bodies bounce back rhetoric, not true for everyone. Absolutely. Which is reason number 429 why I would never, ever go through with a pregnancy. Luckily, I am old now and I don't have to think about it anymore. Okay, number 22, Jinxie Jinx. I gained a new allergy to only one of my cats while pregnant with my son. Her saliva causes painful welts if it gets on my skin. I also can't stand certain flavors of water now. Water at my house, okay, it's not the worst. Some Crystal Light helps make it more tolerable. Ugh. I wonder what the other cat's secret is. Number 23 from Post Apologetics. My amazing mom suffered almost a whole year for me to be born. She couldn't work. She couldn't move. She didn't have a single good day in those 9 months. There are no smiles or pictures. She was scared, and though she initially wanted me, she didn't anymore because her life was hell. Wow. Holy crap. I don't know what to say about that. That's a terrible thing to know. And how would they know unless their mother had told them? That's awful. Stephanie Miller, number 24 at Firestarter0369, said, I had to have a C-section to get my daughter out. She was stuck. It was awful. I was helpless when she cried that first night. It hurt to laugh. It hurt to move. I kept saying, people choose to have this? I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Well, I mean, for the bulk of our history, women didn't have a choice. That was what you were doing, or you were basically ostracized from society. Number 25, Laura Sue, 14, says, I developed a condition that went undiagnosed for over a year. Skin peeled off my hands, my scalp. I cried at the drop of a pin. I couldn't lose weight. I self-diagnosed after reading articles in a magazine. I asked a doc to be tested. During pregnancy, my body killed off my thyroid. What the fuck? I mean, if a woman's body is just made to breeze through pregnancy like it's a minor inconvenience, why does all this shit happen? And this is like during childbirth and after the pregnancy. This is horrible. This is so wrong. And the fact that like there's no like real medical help that can prevent any of this 100% of the time. And that's why you are rolling the dice every time you choose to go through with a pregnancy. Number 26, Amanda Farrow. Had to have my gallbladder out because of my first pregnancy. My pelvis is screwed because of my second. She was a gigantic baby. Ooh. I love my kiddos, and I can't imagine ever forcing anyone to stay pregnant when they don't want to be. Amen, sis. 27 is from Cape Queen 75. My daughter had to have surgery Oh, to repair her entire abdominal wall? No, because it completely split open with her second kid. And insurance wouldn't cover it, considered it cosmetic. Oh, lovely. This gotta be in the US of A. Yep, Texas, of course. Of course, Texas. I'm in Texas, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. Austin, of course. You probably could have guessed that. Okay, moving on. She goes on. I thought she was joking, but I guess in Texas it's not covered. I don't know about elsewhere. That is freaking sickening. Her abdominis recti split open because of the size of the distortion of her body, and her health insurance wouldn't fix it, even though there is a medical fix. Off the soapbox. Okay, moving on. Number 28, this is the last one. Barbie Williams, Barbie 892, said, pregnancy literally almost killed me. Oh my God. The zygote exploded my fallopian tube. So this was an ectopic pregnancy? I was hemorrhaging so much and so fast that the doctors were frantic. It took me months to recover. And I was prescribed birth control pills for a few months to allow my body to heal. Holy shit. There are some comments. We could check them out. Kate Rum Truffle said, I've never given birth and I don't plan to have children, but I just wanted to tell all of you who have endured pregnancy and delivery how in awe of you I am. You're warriors. Yes, very true. Very true. Every woman that is willing to sacrifice her body that way to bring a baby into the world is a better woman than I am. Nesquack said, I think it's really cool when people who have a difference in life choices respect each other's choice. I'm so tired of people judging people who don't want children and making disparaging remarks. And I'm so tired of people who don't want children referring to them as crotch goblins. Thanks for your post. Well, I don't think crotch goblins is going anywhere. It's such a good name for kids. Okay, a couple more comments. Liz B0980 said, people who describe an ill-timed pregnancy as inconvenient need to be repeatedly punched in the face. Having a flat tire when you're already late to work is inconvenient. Having an ill-timed pregnancy can have a major, long-lasting, potentially deadly consequences. Anyone who describes pregnancy as merely inconvenient has no idea. No idea, in caps. One last thing, guys. The Reddit post that had the link to this article, one person commented, they've deleted their account, but they said, I will give this article to my daughters when they are old enough. My mother told me absolutely nothing. And that just... It's the 21st century. Thank God we have these forums, these anonymous places online to tell these kind of stories, because people all over the world can access them and read them. So I am glad that, women are speaking up and saying this is not all it's cracked up to be. And if you think it is, good for you. You're the person that should reproduce. So if you like this video, please like it. Please comment. Tell me what you think in the comments. I am thinking about making every effort to release videos on Sundays and Wednesdays, twice a week. I've been a once a week content creator since the beginning, which is only a year and a half. Anyway, let me know what you think about that if you are one of my wonderful regulars. I am so, so grateful for all of you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.